Isn't this a beautiful night? Put your hands together to give Sam a good night.
First of all, how you feel about tonight? Isn't this a beautiful night?
Oh, definitely. It's a beautiful night. It's great to see so many supporters. What we're trying to do with IDAAY and for just the embetterment of the community for the young people. And it's great to see that we have people that are going to support the efforts that IDAAY is trying to make as an organization. So we're glad for the great turnout tonight.
Anything that I can do to dedicate and commit myself to helping to restore young people so that they can be successful, then that's my mission to do that. And I'm so glad to be a part of this organization.
We are grateful for everyone who has attended and has supported the Institute over the 16 years. It has not been a path that has been easy. It has been a path that has been wrought with challenges, but because of the commitment of our Executive Director, Archie Leacock, we have been able to overcome them. So let's give Archie a hand, please.
I met Archie right when we were starting Mothers in Charge. Mothers in Charge was started in May of 2003, and I must have met him shortly thereafter. And he was such an inspiration to me, number one, that he was so encouraged and so motivated to do the work. And that just inspired me.
I think that Archie is a visionary, that he loves people and loves the community, and so do I. And so our vision to see our youth and our families strong and safe and healthy and growing is very similar.
No one is exempt when Archie latches on to you. Not businesses, not community organizations, not politicians, not governors. No one is exempt. But what he has shown all of us is that is what it takes. It takes all of us and everything to bring it home, to groom our young folks, to make them feel proud about themselves, and then ultimately contribute to society. So that's primarily what I wanted to say, and thank you all so much, and thank you, Archie.
We have a problem right now, which is very overwhelming in this city. I think they broke 300 murders this week, sometime this week. There's been people who have said that we need more police. They've even brought in the state police, from what I understand. They'll be patrolling Philadelphia. There's been all kinds of ideas for ending this violence. I don't subscribe to most of them.
IDAAY has the programs to reach into so many different aspects of what I believe is the cause of the violence. But to put it under one umbrella, it's the breakdown of the family. You know, the police, the state police, and stop and search and all of that means nothing until you get to the root of the problem. And the root of the problem is that there's just no families, there's no strength in the family anymore. And IDAAY is starting it off one household at a time.
I see all of that in IDAAY, and that's what keeps me coming back. That's what makes me feel committed to IDAAY, and it also it injects me with optimism about the future.
Well, I think that the thing that impresses me most about IDAAY is that they stress education. And in my opinion, that's the only way to get out.
It's a organization in our community that needed our support, and they do a lot of good work, and we thought it was something we could get behind and do a little good in the neighborhood.
Good, thank you.
And I agree with Steve. It's something that is doing so much good for not only the children in the city, but in the outgoing regions too. And it deserves all the help it can get.
So I wanted to be here tonight to spend some time and just congratulate you on the success of this program targeting African American youth. And I think it's so needed.
I know that the staff is committed. I think this organization does a wonderful job. I think they're serious. The children take it serious. And I'm just so impressed with the programs that are being run through this organization.
But I really wanted to acknowledge this program and to thank you all on behalf of the governor, and more importantly, I'm a native Philadelphian, on behalf of me and guys like me who really, truly appreciate and support the kind of work that this program is doing at ground level.
At one time in my young life, I was considered delinquent, incorrigible. I went through the Youth Study Center. I went through the juvenile justice system. I did all that. But people recognized the potential in me and stayed with me until I turned myself around. And that's the kind of thing that IDAAY does, and it's the reason that these young people come to the program.
Mr. Sertain, we are presenting Governor Edward G. Rendell of Pennsylvania this award. It is the 2007 Community Heroes Award, with deep appreciation for your visionary guidance and undaunting leadership for Philadelphia's youth has provided them with hope and opportunity to be successful. IDAAY, Inc., September 21st, 2007. This event would not have taken place without the vision of the man I'm about to bring to the stage. It is because of him that we are here this evening. He is the man behind IDAAY. He is the executive director and co-founder. Please put your hands together for Archie Leacock.
I really have to share with everyone from the depth of my heart that IDAAY really means a whole lot to me. We believe in the work that we do. We love the kids. We believe in the young people and their families. And we couldn't do this work without the staff, without our supporters, without our families and the folks in the community who truly, truly believe in us. And I do want to give a round of applause for everyone who is involved tonight. Thank you so much.
You've been working so hard with these kids and trying to keep them out of trouble and making them just stay on task and realize their potential. What pushes you to do this?
I think it's on the kids is actually on staying out of trouble. The kids are actually staying home to meet our demands and meeting our requirements. You know, staying home, calling us, doing their curfew check-ins and stuff like that we require from them. And just by doing things like that, it keeps them away from the streets. It keeps them away from the negative activity. So when they do stuff like that and they can communicate with their workers, there is an impact. I mean, it works.
Anyone who works with children on a daily basis is special because it's definitely a ministry. I don't look at it as a job. I look at it as a ministry, something that we do because we genuinely love children, we genuinely care about the well-being of children, and we want them to succeed.
We have so many lost American youth, African American youth, who need direction, who need just someone to mentor, someone to just grab them by the hand, and first of all, to show them that they're loved. And then they're not just thrown away, but we're there to help them. So that's what really turns me on about it, just to lend a helping hand, to be available, just to, nothing more to say, we care.
I'm not going to do a whole lot of talking. In fact, I would like to do is a little bit of imagination. I would like to point out a few people who over the 16 years have really helped us. And I want to start with Tony Jones. Tony has been my advisor for all of these years, and still today we couldn't survive without Tony because he's giving us advice every day, lobbying, advocating for us, talking for us, working for us, telling me what to do and telling me what not to do. Tony Jones.
Well, thank you, thank you. All I have to say is how can you turn anybody down like Archie? When somebody comes to you with that kind of energy and want to work with young people, you can't refuse it, and I couldn't refuse it. And that's just been a pleasure for me. I've been enjoying every day. And so thank you. And thank you.
Also, too, there are two folks I want to introduce to you that I couldn't do it myself. Anyone who knows IDAAY knows that I am essentially the one who does the talking. I give the motivational speech, I do the listening, I sort of get people thinking and working together. But the folks who really do the work behind the scenes over the last 12 years and have given up their lives tirelessly, and even for this event, staying up at 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning, weeks on end, to make this event work, is Sandy Ramos and James Wright.
I'm really blessed to be here tonight with all of you. As you know, we've had, over the years, amazing group of people who've come and helped out and supported us and really gotten us to the place that we are today. Certainly, I know I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Archie, so thank you so much.
Everybody who doesn't know me, I've actually been at the Institute for 12 wonderful years now. Held every position at the Institute exempt from the executive director. One I do not ever want to hold, only because of the amount of days and hours this man puts in. But I would just like to say, we have been through some trying times, but what gives me inspiration and what keeps me going is, like somebody stated earlier, this man has given his life 16 years and he is blind. So if he can do it, and I'm half his age, he keeps me on my toes all the time. So he is a hard person to keep up with. 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, he is tirelessly giving to the youth and the families of Philadelphia. So to him, my inspiration, I say thanks.
We also have other directors who are doing tremendous work with our young people. You know, Don't Fall Down in the Hood program, as you heard Donna Reed Miller talk about, young people who have been arrested for non-sundry or very difficult charges. And we have our director, a very young man who came to us as a case manager and a social worker, now is in charge of that program. And that's Andre Chin, who is with us.
What is it about Don't Fall Down in the Hood that has you so committed to the lives and the young people that you work with every single day?
Well, what I think it is we have a holistic approach. Not only are we trying to shape them and mold them after a mistake they've made, we also go to court, we go to school with them, we do a lot of home visits, so we hit them in every angle.
A lot of it is single family households with mothers, and that's good, and the moms are holding it down, but at the same time they need that positive male role model, which I think Andre, Paul, and myself can provide for them.
What is it about Don't Fall Down in the Hood that you like, and how is it that it's kept you out of trouble?
Well, when you need help, they're there for you. Like, if you say one call away, and like, I'm off the streets. I don't got to worry about doing this or doing that. I got something positive to do from now on.
We all know what's going on with the gun charges and the gun shootings. We have a young man who is with us tonight in our Don't Fall Down in the Hood program who was also shot at 1 o'clock in the morning. And I want to bring him up so you guys can see. And he is doing tremendous work, Barry Walker, paralyzed, but he has a new future ahead of him.
I don't know what to say, but they told me I won't have to talk. The Don't Fall Down in the Hood program, it really helped a lot from where I was. If I wouldn't have went there, I think probably would have been worse off. Probably be worse off than this. I mean, I was lucky that I survived or whatever, but I don't know. I graduated from high school. Before I even came to the program, I started messing up after I graduated. Now I'm trying to go to college now. I'm majoring in sociology. I just want to thank Andre Chan and the rest of the staff that Don't Fall Down in the Hood over there at my table. And Heather, I know she at, oh, there she goes, she over there. I just like, I want to thank Mr. Archie too. He helped me a lot. He helped me work at his office and stuff since, I wasn't in school. He'd take up my time. So I want to thank everybody that helped me out, everybody.
We also have Andre Giles, who was an instructor, and we're bringing him back now that he is back and bouncing in his wheelchair. One night in a Chinese store, Andre was talking to a 15-year-old guy, telling him to be respectful of the folks in the store and where he was. And as soon as he turned, the 15-year-old pulled a gun and shot him, and Andre is paralyzed today. Doing the very work that we are asking each of us as men and women to do every day with our young people. And I would like Andre to spend a minute talking about his situation.
I want to really reach out to y'all young people here, and I really want y'all to listen to me really, really well, okay? The key to all money, okay, because that's what it's all about. Everybody want money, 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 they want this, they want that. It's education, okay? Stay in school, get your education, you know what I mean? These streets out here are very rough, and we all live them from day to day, and we have to realize that, you can be here today and gone tomorrow. The way the streets is acting right now, the gun violence that we have right now. But young people, hold on to what you have, It's gonna be tough, it's gonna be rough, but hold on to what you have. Make sure you find someone that's positive, get into these programs that, IDAAY has, and, really take it seriously. I always say this, I'm sorry. I don't care, young people, anybody, I don't care what it is that you believe in. Make sure you believe in something that's more high power on this earth than what's on this earth. You can believe in giraffe. As long as that's a more higher power than what's on this earth, go for what you know and remember that prayer works. God bless and everybody have a blessed day.
This 2007 Community Leadership Award is presented to Dwight Evans for your outstanding vision, dedication, and commitment to excellence, which has had a positive impact on Philadelphia's youth.
The representative wanted to give one message out, and that is to recognize the true heroes of our community, those block captains, those town watch volunteers, those Recreation Center Advisory Council members, those home and school members. Those are true leaders because they do it from the heart and they do it for our community.
The work that IDAAY does is inspiring. It affirms my belief in the support and the strengths that exist in the communities across Philadelphia. And I'm just really, again, very honored to be able to continue to work with them. Thank you very much.
This S. Archie Leacock Founders Award is presented to Stacy Davis in